Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Caranol campaign. So,
I almost did the
before
exact same thing Andrew did last time. Da, 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 da. It's like it's already been done. I can't do it again.
Rolls of 3. We can do it 2 more times, and then we can't touch it again.
Andrew, do you have any announcements?
Yeah, just a shout out to check out our website. You can get some awesome merch. By the way, these specific shirts, these are left over. We have a couple of them left over from that event that we did last year. And I was thinking, I'm like, hey, why not just throw them in as a gift for the first couple of people who buy stuff on there? So if you happen to buy a shirt who has a similar size, because this particular one, the logo is a little bit faded. It was kind of a test thing. But I figured, hey, we got some extras on hand. Might as well just gift them out. So if you end up buying a shirt that has the size of one of the ones that we have in stock, I might or may not add it inside of the shipping box for free. But anyways, just a thought in there. Also, if you have our highest tier of Patreon, you have a permanent discount on our store as well. So if you can grab that, then boom, you just be rolling in D-Fourtress merch just constantly.
Yeah, you just
That's
throw
all
it
I
all
got.
on the ground, rolling it like we do on a daily basis.
You can Scrooge
rich-
McDuck.
It's
Instead of gold coins, just dive right into those t-shirts. I mean, you do you. Take a video of it. I will gladly post that on our page.
yeah, it's
But no, that's all I got.
It's a ritual that we do before every stream. We throw all our merch out onto the floor and just start rolling in it.
So if you
Gotta
want a
make sure the
t-shirt
shirts
that's been
smell
rolled
like
on
us.
by Gavin and Andrew, then you
It
know
might
where to
have some
find
dog
them.
hair. Who knows?
Am I specifically your dog?
Yeah, just my dog. His dog doesn't shed.
But all right. So, only other thing I can think of is to just be just check out our Patreon if you feel so inclined. Get a bunch of cool benefits, like I said, at the highest tier, permanent discount on everything. We also get things like exclusive Discord access to be able to kind of hang out and chat with us over there and see a little bit of discussion about like the campaigns and whatnot. Maybe even find your own D&D groups on there. So all of that. But I think that should just about cover everything. So let's go ahead and roll that intro.
Okay, never mind.
All right. So,
Monster.
yes.
Free.
Camembert.
As more cheese was discussed behind the scenes.
We had to
About to
include
get
Nikki.
murdered. Let's talk about cheese.
So,
It's tradition.
last we left off, the Tradesman's Convergence began. a large festival, a gathering of merchants from all around the world, but mostly from local here in Tirvis, for people to come in, hosted by a single person. This year hosted by one Siva. Siva Axelton, an old tabaxi who seemed to be an investor of sorts. During the Tradesman's Convergence, you were able to establish contact with many different tradespeople, some hailing from Atheus, some hailing from further beyond. Learning of a new magic shop that will be opening soon in Coradine by the apprentice of one Mavis, the proprietor of the Gilded Grimoire. Now, during this festival where the people are going around and trading, an attempt at thievery was witnessed and subsequently cornered and interrogated, only to have the illusion of this thief melt, revealing one Mira of House Boldlight. A bubbly, strange, lively addition to the party that took a liking to the oddities.
Okay.
Whom my corpse said, my drip is lit.
Some of the party members instantly taking a great liking to her, others having to warm up a little bit. But
I don't think he is yet.
upon haphazardly bringing in this strange girl into the party and clearing up the rest of the errands, Badger had received an invitation to the latter half of the Tradesman's Convergence, where the courtyard was then sealed off and a private party was held, so the people can discuss business in much more confidential circumstances. At the party, Siva had struck up a conversation with Mira. They seemed to have quite a bit of a friendly relationship between each other. Badger was able to find out that Mira had gotten off easy after a failed heist attempt, of which Siva was the target, but he had let her off easy, while the rest of the party she was with before were stuck paying off the debt via labor. Pax and Mira, Pax shared some important moments with Ghost and Mira as the party commenced. And then Siva had stepped in to ask to dance with Ghost, revealing that he knew her true name and offering a job. During this, Badger had tailed one Marigold and tried to glean a little bit of insight from him, though thought it best not to pry in too deep and return back to the party as he was out and alone. Come the end of the party, the Oddities made their way to Siva's abode, to which they were invited in promptly into a small lounge with a roaring, crackling fire, to which their business had started, with Siva offering a professional courtesy, that courtesy being the knowledge that the Oddities were being tracked by a well-known hitman. And that is where we left off.
Whoa, you never said well known the first time. Gavin.
Forget me, stick.
Right. So he's kind of like looking around, like immediately, kind of hand on the edge of his maul, and be like, "Did you really invite us here for a job, or is it only this?"
No, I do have work for you.
Can I do an insight check on him,
You
just to get general read of him?
You certainly can.
His intentions with us. 16.
He seems to be honest, as far as you can tell.
Okay. My hand will go back down. Thanks for the warning, I guess.
Yes. Do not worry, he is, he does not have the ability to strike you while you are here. He will wait till you are alone, possibly outside of the city.
Can I ask you a question about him?
Yes, you may.
You say that he's well known. Are you aware of any of the employers he has had in the region?
Oh, people like him have moved from employer to employer quite frequently. In fact, it was only my intelligence at the party that informed me that he was here. Before tonight, I did not know that he was in Tirvis, let alone Keranal.
And what does he look like? What race is he?
All right, business it is then. And he takes a seat. You're dealing with one Asa McClon. He is an old trapper from Truslit. And when the beasts weren't paying enough, he put his sights on people. He's a hunter, through and through. His kills rank in the dozens per continent.
And how did you come to know that he was tracking us?
Well, my sources saw him. And, well, as one of you departed the city, he seemed to be tracking you.
Which one of us?
I believe it was your friend here, and he'll gesture towards Badger.
I would assume because my family is well known, he would have easily been able to get information on me. But you still haven't told me what race he is.
Oh, my apologies. He is a human.
So that'll narrow things down.
He is the profile my sources were able to dig up on him. He is an isolationist. He does not blend in with crowds, he avoids them. Usually strikes when there's no one else around. Or few enough that loose ends are not really a problem.
I look over at Pax and be like, I think it's safe to assume it's most likely your friend who sent him after us.
I feel like he's more of the type to do it himself instead of pay someone for it. And
But I
think-
mean, when you have an appearances to uphold,
what are appearances when there's no witnesses?
He does have an invisible demon.
And I haven't thought of anyone else who we've accidentally pissed off.
I'll turn to Lux, and can I, like, in some sort of aside, be like, do you think these are the same people that killed your brother? Could it be somehow related?
You know, I don't know. I've never found out exactly who it was my brother was working for when he was killed. And I don't know the circumstances of his death in particular. The note that they left with his remains and these, it was pretty vague, so I don't know what guild he was working for, if he double-crossed them. I don't know. I'm starting to wonder what my brother got himself into.
Because to me, it's weird that out of all of us, it's you that he's following.
That is a good point.
You're the highest standing of us all, and you would have the most connections to help you. So.
And you were specifically invited to the party.
I see that.
Yeah. Some
Right. Who reached out to you, Sheba, to reach out to Lux?
I did it of my own volition.
So you
Okay.
had somebody following us, and they spotted this hitman?
Yes, I had somebody follow. I have sources that followed every person of import.
Makes sense. Well,
If nothing else, it's a generous host thing to do, given the fact that you're hosting this entire event. And if you have the resources, it makes sense.
no offense, Siva, but I think it was probably because you also need to protect your own assets and know what kind of people you're inviting in. So,
Oh, 100%.
which
And
I
I think that's
appreciate.
that is a wise decision.
So we're looking for a human that would stand out so he avoids crowds. Oh, let's keep an eye out then.
So,
On this note as well, Mira. Obviously,
What? She's like kicked her legs up on the thing, and she's like writing in like a journal. Like she's like you know, like kids nowadays on their phones, how they'll just be like, yeah, the adults
Yeah.
are talking. I'm just gonna. So she's like, what?
Journals.
Yes.
you've been awfully fun to have around, but things could potentially get quite dangerous here in the short term. Are you sure you want to stick around with us?
Sure. I don't know. Seems fine.
Yeah, just kind of shrug and be like, all right.
She'll do fine, Reiko. She'll do fine.
Besides, you have to see me in a fight at least one time, so.
Well, I know you can do some kind of magic, considering that you were able to turn yourself into a giantess.
A little. You haven't
Well-
even seen what I can really do yet. I'm like, you know, pretty fire at most things, but well, you'll just have to find out. You'll just have to find out. I'm gonna flex so hardcore later, guys. Like, just wait. Just wait.
Pax is cringing so hard.
you have this.
Reiko's kind of has
See-
like almost like the grandpa laughing, like just happy with the new age kind of a thing.
I'm just not used to hearing the language of my generation in this game.
Siva himself has a pretty toothy grin with Mira as well.
Don't worry about me. I'll just run away. I'll leave you all to die. It's okay. Like, you don't have to worry about me.
It's okay, I'll ditch you if it gets too hard.
Pax will roll his eyes and hang his head under his breath. It's all over again, one step at a time. Siva, so you said you have work for us, correct?
That is correct, yes.
Um, what kind of work? What sort of work?
Are you in the mood for a little bit of corporate sabotage?
Sounds exciting.
What does it pay?
Hex gets a grin.
Yeah, I noticed.
What kind of corporate?
One of my guests here in the city, an organization known as the Crimson Crown.
Never heard.
I'm going to look at Miss Ghost.
Yeah,
Do I have
she's
to make
got
an
that look
insight
in her
check?
eyes again, but it's a lot more tame than before.
You see, there is... Well, I see no point if we are going to be working together to keep you in the dark. And I will divulge this information in the hopes that this conversation stays between us. And in the hopes that should you not want to participate, you can leave and stay out of it if you so wish. But with your friend following along behind you, I fear it might be too late for you already. There is a group of people all around this continent. Merchants, some politicians. They have an agreement. They wish to undermine the Neutral Agreement Alliance and seek certain powers for themselves. Now, normally this is par for the course, but... well, with the coup in Atheus 10 years ago, talk of strange magics, artifacts, have all come to their surface. It seems while they were defeated, the chromatic dragons really stirred the pot. Me and my sources believe that it is quite possible that the chromatic dragons are just the first who do not have the world's best interest in mind. The owner of the Crimson Crown is part of this cabal.
What would it mean if they got their wishes?
Who knows? People like that, they do tend to backstab each other when the time is right as well. But to put it in perspective, these are people that harm and kill innocents for their own personal gain. And if they are able to do that in a large scale, already the Crimson Crown has some questionable imports it makes. And over the last few years, learned that it did have ties to the Crimson Bloods, the army that the Chromatic Dragons had commanded. They helped supply a coup that, should it have succeeded, the entire world would have been bathed in fire.
Which stories we are familiar with. I mean, 10 years is not that long. I'm sure there would be plenty who would covet what they were seeking.
Or at least something akin to it.
And how do you know this information? How do we know that you're not just making this up about them because you don't like them?
Well, to put it simply, I run my own operation. I did not gain all this wealth through investments alone. I employ a guild of thieves and spies. And I am allied with information networks that span the whole of Auroran.
And why be so forthcoming with us when we have just met?
Because I know the company you keep.
I assume he looks at Ghost with that. So I kind of look over at Ghost, kind of raise an eyebrow.
Pax will step a little protectively towards Ghost.
Not like that, more just like...
No,
I'm
not
curious,
you.
yeah.
Not you.
Yeah.
From Ziva's comment, just a little half step.
Yeah, Gus will notice it. She'll just kind of like put her hand up for him. It's like, it's fine.
And I wish to appeal to maybe your sense of justice. But before we get into the work, there are ground rules I have for anybody who I do business with of this nature. And he kind of looks across all of you, puts down his pipe. First thing, you do not kill people who are just doing their job. So, for example, if I send you to do something against the Crimson Crown, you are not to kill any of their workers, for they are none the wiser. But any security that threatens your life is fair game. Within reason, of course. Number 2, if you are to steal or rob from anybody, only rob from those wealthier than you. If you fail to do this,
That's funny, actually.
Lux is like, well, I'm out.
let me rephrase. It's like only
But you currently are, maybe.
Oh, there we go.
only
Empty
rob
pockets.
only rob those who, let's say, can afford it. And should this person you are robbing not be a designated target in need of removal, killing is off limits. Harming them is off limits. You get caught, you deal with the consequences. Failure to meet these standards, I will personally have my task force deal with you permanently. And this goes for anybody under my employ. Or, if it is just a question of stealing from the wrong person, then maybe you pay off that debt twofold. No innocent lives are to be taken.
Well, I'm
Break a
in.
leg, not a skull. Got it.
Injury is one other thing. Especially with Crimson Caravan. I'm sure they have insurance policies for that sort of thing.
All right, so don't kill those who don't deserve it. Don't steal from people who have less than me. I can break legs. Anything else?
Yes. Do not sell out any of your colleagues.
Nah, I wouldn't do that.
Dang it, Rakos, you're covered. Oh, you mean, never mind. I was, he kind of elbows Rakos.
There is one other rule that I do have. Never turn a blind eye.
Are you going to expound?
I
Says
think
itself.
I get what he means.
Don't let any bad deed go unpunished.
I think
Got it.
they and he just kind of nods. Now,
Now, I don't know if you have seen me or not. I'm not exactly the most stealthy Minotaur. The chance of me getting caught is a little bit higher compared to the others.
Paxil raised an eyebrow.
I think I'm starting to see why I got the invite.
being caught and doing a successful job aren't mutually exclusive. Maybe, well, as one associate I have put it sometimes, he has a tendency to wait until there are only those that need to be dealt with remaining. And in his words, nobody can see you if there is nobody left alive to see you.
Damn it, that's what I was gonna say.
This is what we used to call back in my day aggressive stealth.
You don't see me.
You can't see me.
Rakos, you do have a very big forget-me stick.
I do.
Now, I will say, when you are dealing with these people, you will have people that try to take your lives that are none the wiser. But make no mistake, there is a silent war being waged everywhere, for all different reasons. There are forces in every city, every town, every wilderness of this world that conspire against Auroran. Hence, The reason why I helped fund Project Heroes Call.
So in a sense, you were already our employer.
Loosely. I paved way for your current existence.
We were on your tryout roster. I get it. I like
You are
it.
a sharp one, Mr. Lanassi.
So what's the job then?
The Crimson Crown are holding someone in Eritrude. Someone that has been a valuable informant to me. A gnome by the name of Argoth Hemist. He is a good spy and a good man. He has since been caught by Crimson Crown security and is being held at the docks in Eritrude. I do not know specifically where. That is where my intelligence ends. But I have seen their questioning methods on more than one occasion. And let's just say I am not in the mood to bury another friend.
Water docks or the air docks?
Water docks.
Be a landing pad, wouldn't it?
It's by the water.
No, that's why I was asking.
Now, I do have one other associate that was looking into this matter for me. And she can fill you in with all the details of any plans that she might have thought up in the time that she has been deployed.
Now, Ghost mentioned something about your daughter.
Yes, that is the other matter. My daughter, she went on a bit of an excursion herself. She is very capable. But forgive an old man for worrying for his kin. But she was in Eritrude on other business, and I have not heard from her. So Eritrude, if you are so inclined, once Argoth has been secured, if you could possibly pick up the trail and see what rabbit hole my daughter has gotten into. I trust her abilities and her judgment. But, well, let's just say you are all in a party with each other for a reason, no? So, I only wish to offer her backup if she needs.
And as any sensible businessman would ask, what's the pay for this job?
What do you require? I can offer much: money, information, assistance.
I know for me personally, I'm trying to find somebody powerful enough, druid or cleric, that can cast or create a scroll of resurrection.
That is a very high-reaching request.
Not necessarily saying to provide the scroll, but just information for somebody that can.
If that is what you wish.
I want money. But I've also heard you're a bit of a collector, and I'd be curious to see what you have. Obviously, I am excited to help, but I also want to play into the adventurer lifestyle. Treasure, gold, things of that sort, because why not? It's exciting.
Well, it seems then our interests are mutually aligned. It has come to my understanding that you were sent after a journal, no?
I'm kind of like eye packs. I'm not very good at deception.
To Ziva, just as you've trusted us, I'll choose to trust you. Yes, we came for a journal. The Explorers Guild has asked us to go and retrieve what I would like from you, if we are to do this job from you, is information on why Marigold wants these journals.
It is not just Marigold.
Alexander?
Crimson Crown. No.
No? Okay.
Oh, he is... Let's say he is in bed with Crimson Crown. And the several private security agencies that they have. But Marshall is something far different. He is currently under their employ, yes. But working with Marshall is different.
The double-headed snake.
He gets the job done. But even though you are the one paying him, when he is around, you are not in charge.
Just because you feed the snake does not mean it won't bite you.
He has no history of betrayal. He gets the job done, but once it is done, then the contract is null and void and any other job is free game.
And I assume because you know of them, you have interest in the journals as well.
I have interest in what they lead to, and I have interest in whatever lies at the end of this trail, not falling into the hands of these people. The Neutral Agreement Alliance. They sometimes find people to do jobs that few others can. And they take powerful artifacts and creatures that should be kept well away from the hands of others. Either destroy them or keep them sealed away in other planes, so they do not be used for ill intent.
So far, I think
Ghost?
this. I do think this sounds interesting. Yeah, Ghost. What are your thoughts on this?
At this point, she'll look Siva in the eyes. You think it's best for us to do this?
I believe we share a common interest.
Common enemy.
If you wish to call it that.
Ah, so you don't like the Crimson Crowns either. This is making sense now.
Well, he did just give us a permission to kill on sight for any higher ups.
Which I did anyway, honestly. Let's say we do it.
You heard her.
I'm definitely interested. I think this sounds exciting.
Now, we must discuss the official task and rewards of said task. So, first, we must rescue Argath from wherever he is being held in Eritrude. And as far as my intelligence can gather, he is being kept at the Crimson Crown section of the docks. Upon his safe return, or his safe extraction, I'm willing to offer 1,200 gold. But if you would like some extra credit, I have a small dock in Elkwind. There is a small shipping boat, small cargo ship, that is also found its port in Eritrude. Housing a large stockpile of weapons and materials. If you are to deliver this ship to my allies in Elkwind, another 1,500 gold can be yours. Or you may also sink the ship. As long as they don't have it, I am still happy and I'm willing to pay another 500 for that. 500 to sink or 1,500 to deliver.
What if we deliver it and then sink it?
That's
No,
what I
I'm
was
just
gonna say.
That is what we call an exploit in this game.
Breaker just kind of chuckles. I'd say that seems quite fair.
And what about your daughter?
For my daughter, one favor. And my personal gratitude.
that, Pax will smile real big. Now we're talking.
Do you accept these terms and my rules?
I'll look to everyone else. Snap my
Sounds quite
fingers
reasonable.
in front of Mira.
Huh?
Back rooms,
want-
back rooms.
I'll have the Subway Surfer video playing underneath what I'm saying.
Yeah, so I can pay attention.
Am I the?
Do you want to come with us to Eritrude and have some adventure?
Always. Any day. Oh, yeah. Of course. I want to come. Let me have an adventure.
As you keep on talking, I'll pat you on the head and then just turn to
She shuts up when you do
to
that.
Lux. Yeah. Your input? You're the one being hunted.
I think it all sounds fair. I would say, knowing business, something as dangerous as we're getting into, I would like to request a good faith payment up front. Now, in my case, I know what I would want, and that would be at least partially the information that I'm seeking. So maybe the town or city of where I might find this cleric or...
I would have to do research before I can divulge that. But rest assured, should you complete this job, that will be included in your payment.
Okay. Well, will you then, for Pax's sake, so that we're eating well and everything, can you take care of the airship fees for us to make it to Eritrude?
Now, before we actually decide on the airship, I know originally that was the plan. However, this Asa, the one who's hunting us, that does put a thorn in our side. If he's been paid to hunt us, I assume he won't stop until we have been taken down. Do you think it would be
Have to fight
wise?
us on an airship.
Be wise to fight him before, is what Rykos is saying.
Right. What I mean is basically set ourselves up as bait, lay a trap for him outside of this city, take care of him, and then that way we don't have to worry about him while we're in Eritrude.
So you're saying get our hands dirty and get a little practice in before the real fighting.
If he's
I
going
love
to be
it.
coming
I love
for
it.
us anyway, I figured might as well take care of it beforehand.
I
I
think
do
we all
think
know
it-
I like getting my hands dirty. So
Do you think a trapper will recognize a trap, though?
Likely.
But
So
it is a good idea, Rykos.
even if we
can-
didn't do the trap, even if we just were acting like we were traveling and just expect him to come and get us.
That is...
Even if we didn't
Cart
have a
the
trap.
horse
Look to,
as though we were
um,
going.
Siva, is there a time limit? Do you think the Crimson Crown will come out or will get rid of Argoth within the next couple days?
No. Not until at least they get their head interrogator on the case, which is currently, according to my sources, preoccupied. So they will hold him and try more conventional means until they bring him.
Now, Lux would probably already know this, just looking at the map. I mean, even from an airship, that's like, what, 4 or 5 days travel?
That's like 4 days, yeah.
Yeah.
And the other thing is
You have to follow the snow bridges, right?
no, for airship it's like
Oh.
it's like I would say about 3 days travel. It's about the same distance from there and to like Cordine.
And there's an airship that goes directly to it. We don't have to go to Cordine first.
There's an airship that connects each of the cities to one another. There's one for each line.
Okay.
And you have a short while before the airship returns to Rhymevale. So you do have some time to kill.
When does the airship come back?
Couldn't have said it better myself. We have some time to kill.
Within the next 2 days, I believe.
Okay.
And it
Very
will
good.
stay in port for about a day.
Do you think a trap will work in 2 days? 2.5 at most.
Only one way to find out.
Let's do it. I'll leave Ghost's side and walk straight to Siva and hold out my hand and say, it sounds like we have ourselves a deal.
And he'll hold out his hand and shake it. He's got a pretty firm handshake. And you see he'll stand up to shake your hand. And
I'll smile at that and say, Ziva, you're awesome. I like you.
likewise. So, one other thing. It is imperative that we remain in contact. And so, you see him walk over to this bookcase. See him shuffle some things aside, pull out a little lockbox. Open it. Pull out this small stone tablet. This is a sending stone. You can use it once a day to communicate with me. However, it can only you can only communicate 25 words, and then I can respond with 25 words of my own. Should the need arise, I will. Should the message need to be longer, I will then send you a message, and you can respond to that. And he hands it out to Pax.
Pax will take it, and then same thing with the book. He kind of like peels off a portion of his chest piece, slides it in, and then it kind of slowly stitches itself back together.
So gross. It's
It's
awesome.
like a carapace. It's like
I just love
My
the.
arm
Why
is
does it make
attached.
that noise
Peeling it
though?
off.
I feel like it's a lot more of like,
It's more clunky.
well, it's more of like a mechanical sound, like the stone is physically attaching with the metal and leather of my armor.
Like steam release or something. Like I don't
Yes.
know.
And should you
You should hear rave music.
and should you manage to take care of this Asa character, I'm sure that there will be more just like him. So, I will have my resources keep an eye out and inform you if anybody chooses to attempt to succeed where Asa will fail.
How close? This is sorry, asking Dungeon Master. From where I walked Marigold to the hotel that he's staying at, is that closer or further away than the inn that we're staying at?
It's actually closer.
Because I did tell him that I might pay him a visit in the morning, but it's so late. Maybe I'll just have to bunk in the same inn, get a different room.
Within the city walls, you should be safe from Asa.
Okay.
However, should that information prove wrong, Asa is also known to not have any scruples about collateral damage. So do be careful.
Better to do it away from the thousands of innocents who came here for the event.
Well, any other information we need to know before we tuck in for the night?
An identifying mark. He is said to have a five claw scar going across the left side of his neck.
Badger, how many claws are on your claws? How many blades are on your claws? 5? Looks like you might get some answers sooner than you thought. Maybe.
I mean, he was a trapper, so it could also just be from a random wolf attack.
Could be.
Think positive.
Yes, positive. It's probably your brother's killer.
If that's the case, I might recognize his scent if it was still fresh in the claws when my brother's remains were sent, but we'll see. It'd be nice to close that chapter in my life.
And if nothing else, I think the world would be a better place with one less contract killer.
Yeah, as long as us 5 are fine,
Yep.
the other contract killers can go away.
Yeah.
We do that as a bonus, not as our main target.
The world,
I mean,
We're
did
not
just take-
unscrupulous, in the words of Siva.
the world needs contract killers. The difference is the type of targets that you choose.
Aren't soldiers just contract killers of their own way?
Yes, however, unlike Asa, soldiers typically don't get paid to murder children at their birthday party.
With that, Pax's entire demeanor drops.
All right, you convince him. He wants to kill him now.
Question.
I think it would be best that we did.
Where would you like me to send his head?
I do not need proof of his kill, but pissing on his corpse is a surefire. It's a surefire, I would say, well-deserved fate.
I can guarantee you that
I don't know if he
my
can
brother's
piss.
killer, that would be the nicest thing that would happen to his corpse.
Okay, but you are not putting his meat in that box of yours. I will not eat that one.
No.
Pax looks really concerned.
But as I said,
we're
rule 3.
not touching anybody's meat. Let's make that clear on stream right now, above table. We're not touching anybody's meat. Okay.
That's right, because you're made of stone.
I'm glad to have gotten such a reaction though. As rule number 3, never turn a blind eye. So I may hire you to kill from time to time, but it is not without good cause. Think of it as righteous fury on behalf of those that cannot obtain it themselves.
Something flickers in Pax's eyes.
You still awake, Mira?
Now,
Maybe?
that is our business
Are
concluded.
you guys done? That was so long. Ugh.
So where are you staying right now, Mira?
I just kind of find wherever I want to.
Okay. You should come try our inn. Come with us.
Well, I would hope so. I would hope, I am, a part of this group now, right? So I was hoping that was part of the deal. You would feed me and clothe me and give me a place to stay.
Just make sure no stealing from this innkeeper, because she is wonderful. You're gonna
And-
love her.
And Steve
Sure.
kind of leaned into Pax. And do take care of her. She is a lot. But I find it endearing. Reminds me of my daughter when she was that age. Now my daughter is all business.
She reminds me of someone I called sister. So you don't have to worry too much.
No, my daughter was just like that when she was around that age, except without all the strange words that she is saying. But
Max will laugh at that one.
Blah 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 extra. Blah 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 stroke. Blah blah blah.
even
As,
Blah 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 8. Blah 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 slave.
as they're doing all of this, I'll laugh and say, my sister, for lack of a better word, had to grow up pretty quick. So it'll take me a second, but I'll get there.
Well, my daughter's name is Risara. She looks quite a bit like me. However, she styles her mane straight up in a mohawk and carries a rapier.
Sweet. You're in the back.
It's not a phase, Dad.
Whoa, wait. Max,
It's definitely
I
not-
can never do a mohawk.
It's definitely not a phase. She's like in her 40s.
Yeah, I'll smile at that and say,
Midlife crisis. Midlife crisis.
Maybe if I like cut my hair super short and then like tie a little knot up here, right? It would be like a mohawk.
would I know if
Don't
that's
Or
ruin
just be
your
a
hair,
like a
Don't.
But I'm like young. It'll be fine.
traditional for a tabaxi,
It,
or is that just like edgy for her? Like that's what she
nah,
likes.
it's just some tabaxi have like manes that are similar to hair that they style, but a lot of tabaxi just have that kind of short hair with it. It kind of depends on like the style of cat that they are.
Mm.
But it's just like a hair. It's just like a hairstyle. It's not really like,
I forgot to ask,
Like-
what style of cat is Ziva?
oh, he's a
I don't
snow
think I caught
leopard.
that.
Oh, that's cool.
That's awesome. He's
So she's
top
probably
tier.
similar.
Coradine, whatever. Ryan Bill's wears
He's
that.
rare.
No, Rhinevale is my favorite of the cities.
He's special.
I love Rhinevale. It's my favorite so far. Of the
wanna
two
go
we've
to-
been to.
This whole time I thought he was a lion. I am pleased to know he's not
in
a
my
lion.
That's
top
also pretty
10.
cool.
Of the
Or
Yeah.
maybe a Leonin then.
Of
Probably.
the two
I
we've
mean-
been in, it's definitely in the top 10.
Leonin would be cool, but like snow leopards are my favorite. So favorites is not.
Okay.
All right. Now, do you have anything you wish to discuss with me?
Yes, something completely unrelated to all of this. Is there anything else that you guys want to ask on topic? Because I have something off topic to discuss. No? Alright. Talking with the blacksmith, the one that you often do business with. What was his name again?
Oh yeah.
Thronar.
Sword.
Red Storm. I have a bit of a collector's item, and he suggested that I speak to you as far as appraising it and selling it. And we also have a painting as well.
Ah.
I'll pull out the jeweled longsword. One of you guys wants to pull out, whoever's holding the painting.
I think I might have the painting now that Lux was trying to sell earlier, so
Where do you pull it
I'll
out
pull it
of?
out.
What the heck?
Good point. Where has it? Is it just
You
on
have
your
like
back?
an
Huh?
inventory.
It's just in my backpack. I keep non-essential items in my backpack.
Oh, it's a little tiny one.
It's
I
rolled
like-
up.
Okay.
It's not
I-
framed.
yeah.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Like a fanny pack, I pull it out.
Yeah.
Ah yes, the Mary Poppins fanny pack.
This is quite intriguing. Good work of art.
What kind of sword is it? Is it like a long sword? Is it a
The longsword. A
okay.
jeweled longsword.
with a
Thin
not a
blade.
ruby? I know this is something you guys have
Yeah.
said a lot.
Garnet.
Garnet.
Oh, garnet.
It's with a not ruby.
We'll
That's
just
what
call it
they're
a not
called now.
ruby from
The
now
not
on, yeah.
ruby.
You know, I never did try to swing that thing.
Because it was gonna break.
And kind of takes the sword, inspects it. I have seen something similar to this before. It's supposed to act as... The glass of the blade acts as a bit of a... decoy, so to speak. May I?
Sure.
He takes the sword, holds it in two hands, and smashes it against the wall, shattering the blade.
Mira would like scream and like cover her ears.
In
Ragos
place,
is unfazed.
in place of the blade, you see this, probably the length of a dagger, like 8 inches, and it was within the blade. You see this strange metallic shape. An old trick used by some pirates and thieves to hide the key to their stash, as it were.
We've just been holding on to this sucker for the entire time. It's been what, 4 episodes, 5 episodes?
We've got pirate treasure that we can access.
Now that I was not expecting.
So I believe you will have more use for it than I will. The painting,
Now,
however, I do like how it looks, and I will pay you 75 gold for it.
How much was Mordecai's offer for it? I forget.
That's the same, I think.
45.
45.
Oh, was it? Okay.
It's yours! Sold!
I'll put this
Going
up.
once, going twice. Sold.
I will put this up in my laundry room.
So the snow leopard tabaxi right here.
The laundry room.
Laundry room.
Is there
Put it
any?
up in my life. Would you like me to go put it up there for you?
Is there anything else that you would like to discuss with me?
Just out of curiosity, is the key like a part of the hilt?
Yes.
Kind of a thing,
Yeah.
or is it like a separate pull-out kind of a thing?
It's part of the hilt.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, I guess I will take that back and hold on to it.
How does one go about finding the treasures? Do you know, Ziva?
Well, in my experience back in my youth, my exploring days, there would be times that you would find... there would be times that you would find keys and mechanisms for things that are far away. So maybe he found the key and was hoping he would stumble upon the treasure himself, or maybe he had it and stashed it away somewhere. But if I had to guess, and he kind of looks at it, there are some... this looks to be of... elvish make. There are some old elvish sunken ruins within the Eskimar Sea. Deep beneath the glaciers. Discovered but not picked clean, as the freezing temperatures are due to kill you even if one can breathe underwater. But certain artifacts have been fished up. There is a museum dedicated to it in North Peak. Perhaps someone there can help you.
Or maybe they already found something that they need opened.
That's true. That could be very well true.
One other option as well is one of those bandits from the airship did get away. And we know the path that they were taking. We have to go outside of the city anyways. It happened relatively shortly before we arrived in Rhymevale. If we were to...
Was that the guy that I picked up out of the snow?
No, there was one who got away.
The guy that drank the potion?
I'm talking about I found half a corpse buried
Oh.
in the, That's
Is
what I'm
that the guy?
saying. Is that the guy?
Do you recognize my boots?
Hang on, let me see.
No,
Let me see.
that
I
being
was
said,
right there.
there
Can I
were
make a
several that were
perception
knocked
check?
over. One of them fell safely. Three of them did not.
No,
Make a
What?
history check to like check your memory on this.
A history check about
Or
your
like
boots.
intelligence or something.
Yeah, or just intelligence.
I'll do history. How
I
about
got a 16.
You got a what, Pax?
17.
Ooh.
It's the same dude.
The one
Oh,
with
look
the
at-
slow fall.
I'll look at Rakos, be like,
yeah, it only lasts for a minute. So
No, I
he
think
would
it
have been
lasts,
moving.
it lasts till you land.
it
I
lasts till
think.
you
No,
land
it does
on the
not.
ground.
It lasts the
That's
last
what it says
60
in the
seconds.
spell. It
In
says
the
or
spell, it
until
says
you...
until it says a minute or until you land.
Whatever
So if you're-
happens first. So if it
whatever
goes
happens first.
faster than a minute
Oh.
or longer than a minute.
So you need to cast it before you hit the ground.
Yeah, so
Oh, really?
when you're within the last,
Okay.
60 feet, because you
I
move.
don't think it would have taken a minute to fall.
he
I mean,
wanted
if
to
he
be
had it in
dramatic.
his spell slot, he could have cast it again.
No.
He had potions.
No, it's slow fall. You
Yeah.
only
Oh,
move
okay.
10. You only move 10 feet per round. So 10
Oh
feet
yeah.
every 6 seconds.
Only
yeah, you-
60 feet. He drank it.
Yeah, exactly. And we
No,
were
He
it's-
hundreds
wanted
of
to be
feet up.
dramatic
It's
and
60
die.
feet per round until the spell ends.
60 feet per round.
So
Yeah.
360
Still, we
feet.
would have.
But
we
yeah,
would have
no,
been a
yeah,
lot
we were-
higher than
We
that.
were way higher than.
We were way
360
higher than
feet,
that.
So, yeah. Either way,
he drank
know
it too
he didn't
soon.
survive.
Drunk
Poor
it and
math
just
on his
landed.
part.
Oh
Well,
gosh.
no, hey, we only know that his bottom half is there. For all we know, his top half is out
You're right.
somewhere.
He could have done
Floating
a
in a
Darth Maul.
stash. We don't know that.
Could be with Thomas.
He could be okay. Oh,
All right, never mind.
So thank you. Is there anything else you need us to know?
Not unless you have more questions for me.
I do.
Yes.
The one who told you to find me. Where is he now?
Somewhere wreaking havoc in Cape White Spire. Last I heard, he was out to do a bit of hunting.
Thank you.
Of course.
That is all I had.
I wish you all a fine evening. I will be retiring for the night. If you wish to stay, you are more than welcome to make yourselves at home. Or you are free to leave whenever. Just make sure that you are always in at least groups of 2.
As everyone starts filtering out, I kind of want to ask Sivas, like, has there been anything that you know of a long sword being found that was made of pure gold with a sun in the hilt that kind of radiated or had like the rays were kind of radiating out and formed the blade. Everyone else is gone. I'm just asking.
Well, I can still react.
Something before you leave, but I'll do it after your conversation.
Has any of your information? It's an old blade. I would be surprised if it's still around, but I just would like to know.
I do not know off the top of my head, but I will ask my sources of any mention of it. Even rumors, legends, stories of it. Anything I can dig up, I will let you know.
Its name was Dawn Singer, but I'm
Dawn
not sure if it still goes by that name.
You never know.
The shard blade.
You never know with certain individuals. I once knew a gentleman that took an axe made by one of the best blacksmiths of the world and he called it Stephen.
Me and Steven on the road.
One of my my old buddies, his name was Ajax. He named his warhammer Anna for whatever reason, and that got passed down from, or at least till the next platoon commander.
No, but here's the thing. Giving it a maiden's name, it's like naming a ship. You can name the ship the Anna Marie, the Queen Anna. But you can't name a ship Stephen.
I guess that's right, but
It just doesn't sound right.
He always referred to it as a dude. So I was confused.
Then I am very confused as well. But I will have my sources do an investigation. Keep an ear out for it. Any mention of any blade fitting that description.
Thank you.
Of course.
Wait, are we leaving? You guys, we're leaving right now? No, wait, I can't leave yet. And she'll just like run in. And she goes right up to Ziva and she like puts her arms out. She's like, come on.
We'll go in and give her a hug, pat her on
I'm
the
gonna
head.
reverse pickpocket something into his fur.
Make a
Reverse
check.
pickpocket? That's called planting.
Yeah, I'm gonna plant something in his fur. Sleight of hand.
Reverse pickpocket.
Woo! 21.
He doesn't notice.
She'll just put it in there. She'll be like, you're the best, Grandpa. Have a great night. And she'll like go to leave with everyone else.
I mean, I did have, before we cycled out, I did actually have a question for him too.
Oh, Reiko's forgot too. Pax, let's go.
I mean, I would have asked, I was going to ask in front, but then it was like, all right, everyone's leaving. Oh, okay. No, I just wanted to ask, have you ever worked with anyone named Tanarok?
And why do you ask this?
He's a good friend, and I'm looking for him.
Not for several months.
His eyes kind of light up. But you have worked with him.
Yes.
Where last did you have contact with him?
North Peak.
Now I have 2 reasons to head over there. All right, thank you.
Be warned. That man has a knack for trouble. But I assume you already knew that.
Yes. He's a pain in my ass is what he is.
I can
That was my
relate.
But you can't help but love him.
When I said that, when I said that I knew someone who said that nobody will see you if there is nobody left alive to see you, he is the one that told me that.
Ah, that bastard stole my line. I'm the one who came up with that line. He's been using it as his own. Ah, that bastard.
Good night.
Good night.
Right. So, as you leave Siva's manor, where are you heading?
Is he it? Question mark.
The inn I hold as.
Hulda's cabin. Okay.
Yeah.
You walk through the, it's a tense walk through the quiet snowy streets until you make it to the warm, cozy, inviting Hulda's cabin. As you see, it's pretty packed still, and there's a lot of people awake, eating and drinking. So you're kind of having to squeeze past some people. There's still some polar bear sliders being served. What was the excess meat?
Wait, no, I wanted one of those. Can I go get one of them? I heard about these for like half a second at that meeting, and like
Half a second. Ever since then, I've been thinking about him.
What do you think I was like daydreaming about while y'all talk?
Mira has severe ADHD.
Kinda, yeah, probably.
So, as you're as you're going up to the bar, you see Holda. She's manning the bar place, sliding drinks to people.
I have all of the ingredients that we bought for cake with me, and I'm going to nod as I slip into the kitchen. Nod to Holda as I slip into the kitchen.
And there's Godron. You see, he's just there. Oh, come on, pick up the slack. We got it busy. Oh, yes, finally, someone worth a damn.
You mind if I steal the kitchen for half a second?
All yours.
Okay.
I'm gonna go take a smoke break.
Pax will step in as chef, directing everyone else's orders as he starts to prepare stuff to make this cake.
That's awesome.
If anybody is watching him, which I doubt they would.
Because I imagine it's a separate room for the kitchen, right?
I feel like there's like the diner slit back there. Anywho.
Right.
Mira's just
then
like
above table, Pax is talking differently, acting differently, even than he would with like soldiers or his party. He's acting how his wife would act in the kitchen. And so he's going around, and it's all very like loving but hard at the same time, like with a bit of sass. And then he starts
cry
making
on the floor for a second.
he starts making these individual, really, really fine, delicate cakes that are tiny, paper thin, with honey icing strapped in between each one of them. He makes, it's called Medovik. It's Medovik, a Russian dessert. Very, very hard to make.
is it like the tree ring one?
And kind of like frost it all. Medovick, Medovik. If you want to just look at what it is.
Oh my gosh,
It's like,
I know that cake.
yeah,
I haven't
it's
had it, but I know
super
what
good
it
cake.
is.
Anywho,
Oh yeah, that stuff's
The honey
delicious.
cake.
Oh,
He's-
that stuff. Oh my gosh, yeah.
gonna whip it out and set it on the counter in front of like by Holda and say, whenever you have a chance, this is yours. And pop my head out to Godron and be like, or Godron and be like, hey chef, oh, I call him master, sorry. Hey master, out in the serving area there's a little cake just as thanks for last night and this morning for all of those delicious pastries.
You're bloody beautiful, mate.
A single tear.
I'll give him a hand on the back and then walk back to the group. I'm gone for a little bit though. It's a while to make this cake, so you guys can be doing whatever you want.
Yeah, probably while he's doing that, Ghost would have just slid another gold to Holda for the night, and then just went up to the room to be on the balcony.
Okay.
I'm gonna do what all bards do in a tavern.
Make some money.
I'm gonna
singing.
find the stage. Where is it?
In the back right corner.
Ha. No one's there, I'm assuming. I don't know, maybe there is.
There's people there.
Okay.
On the stage.
Yep.
It's Holda's,
like,
of course
performing and
there's
stuff?
entertainment.
Yeah. More kind of background noise. They're not like making a big show of it.
Mira just kind of like bobs her way over there. Hey, I want to perform right now. Is it all right if I like have this?
They all just kind of go look at each other. I'm okay with a break. They all just kind of step aside for you.
Okay, yeah, and just Mira by herself. She's just gonna kind of like feel out the vibes of the room, right? She's doing like a vibe check to see how everyone's feeling. Like she like pays attention. She notices the people that are like casual. Some people probably are like a little sad. Some people are, you know, drunk. Some people are having a great time. There's like lots of different feelings in this room. And she just stands there for probably a minute and like closes her eyes and she like breathes in and she breathes out. And she does that for a whole minute. She just feels the whole room. And then with like a snap, she'll just like open her eyes and she gets this like grin. And then you see around her these like conjured instruments just all around. And she's a one-man band.
Oh. You definitely have Reikos' attention. I'm so glad I didn't go up to the room.
And she'll start to like minor illusion, like, you know, lights on her and like sparkles in the air, and she'll just kind of start changing the area to like make people kind of like look at her a little bit more. And then she'll start to play a song that probably starts out very, you know, jiggy, happy, something that will immediately like draw everyone's eye. And it'll be like a pretty long song probably. And she does like vocals, but she doesn't sing words. She sings just like oohs and ahs. She just like kind of adds on to the moment. But the song will change from happy and jiggy to like quiet and soft and peaceful. And sometimes, you know, it's like she'll just basically whatever people are feeling, she will match what they're feeling. So somebody in the audience at some point will hear the song in a way that will connect to them directly.
Make a performance check with advantage for me.
That's awesome.
I would like, as soon as you get up there, I would nudge Lux and just be like, kind of point over. Like, hey, watch.
Yeah, I got a 19.
19.
Yeah.
The crowd is loving it during this whole ordeal.
And she goes for like a real long time.
To
Like, she's
make
not
sure
tired
she
at
gets
all.
every person.
Yeah, she like will go full on the whole time. She doesn't think of herself right now. This is for everyone else.
Make an insight check
Guys.
for me.
Oh, okay. An insight check. Oh. A 4.
4. Okay.
Yeah.
As Pax
And
comes
she does,
out,
yeah. I guess she wouldn't know. She understands that people are watching her. She can't read how everyone feels about the moment, though. So.
I'll come out of the kitchen having just made this, listening to your songs, and I'll go sit down by Reikos and Lux. And to Reikos, I'll say, her great grandpa was a wizard with instruments too. I think it would have been really similar if he'd gotten the chance to play.
I assume you knew him personally?
Yeah,
I mean, I gather that from your reaction to her every time she speaks, but it seems like it hit a little bit close to home. But in a good way, I think.
yeah.
She's quite entertaining.
Yeah.
And as the song kind of, and like they're chatting, but as the song gets a little bit to like a little bit more like the slower, peaceful, melancholy ones, Reikos does go a little bit quiet, and he just kind of is very contemplative listening to it.
Oh, can I do something interesting for a sec? If it gets melancholy, do you open your heart up to the song?
Yes.
Okay, can you make a wisdom saving throw?
Oh.
I'll make one too, because I was just about to say
Yeah, if at
Pax
any
is probably
time-
feeling it.
You let the
12.
song into your heart. Okay. Do you feel like it would be hard to break through Reikos' trauma, for lack of a better word? Or would he not be hiding it? Would you have just kind of, without realizing it, let it in?
I think internally he's feeling it. Outwardly, he's trying not to show it.
Okay. What'd you get, Pax?
I got a 14.
Okay, I think you're fine if you want to be. You can allow it to just come.
With it being Mira, essentially, in my eyes, is more like Theo. Yeah, his emotions would be, his trauma would be right there, surface level.
Okay.
What was the effect that's going on?
You'll see. I was thinking if they would both allow it to happen.
If you're
or not.
feeling the music, like
if you,
it being
yeah.
a jig or sad or somber or whatever.
Oh, then I should roll to see if it affects me
Okay.
too. Because yeah, Lux is definitely.
Would yours be the also melancholy part, or would it be like the happy ones?
Yeah, I am not feeling melancholy right now, or not feeling
Okay.
happy right now. Everything is.
Yeah.
Sorry. I am
I'm
definitely
not feeling melancholy right now, guys. You guys are all depressed, and I'm not.
Definitely. Okay, wait. What did you say? Wisdom saving throw?
Yeah.
15.
You're fine. So you won't really feel this.
So I'm still in a funk.
It's still like you will like the music will still be like good. Like you'll still vibe with it, right? But those that are feeling their emotions and they like really allow it to, I suppose. You feel the song like a really, you know when you listen to a really good song and it's sad and melancholy and it just hits your soul. So that begins to happen. And this is where you can allow how far you want it to go. It will try and, the song will almost alter you to try and heal you. If you let it.
Soul healing? If
Holy
only
crap.
I had stayed downstairs.
Well,
Yeah.
so it doesn't cheer me up, but
It will, it would as any other performance would, right? Like if you're upset and you listen to music, sometimes it cheers you, you feel good, like you feel like it connected
It's
with
just
you.
not like soul deep.
But it's not soul deep.
So real
Okay.
quick, just because everybody's been doing their things and Lux has literally just been sitting there, and he's not listening to the music. He didn't even see you go up on stage.
Yeah, if you don't really pay, you have to be paying attention. You have to be.
Right. I did nudge you
Actively.
beforehand, right before, to be like, "Hey, look."
Yeah, and I played the whole. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I play that with the character. But maybe it's the music that sparks this at this point or whatever. But Lux is just like, guys, I changed my mind slightly in how I want to go about this next task with Asa.
Well, before we talk about that, I want to
Let's
kind
do
of play
this
out
thing.
this moment.
Yeah,
Yeah, I want to
okay.
play out this moment first.
Okay, sorry.
Dracos, do you want to go first?
Yeah. I think he starts to feel. And do you get a feeling of this? Like, do you get a sense of this when it happens, or?
You don't know.
Okay, I don't know. Well, it's like it starts to open up, and then very quickly he shuts it down because he's not deserving. And then he puts that wall right back up.
Yeah, that happens, and you like, and you don't feel that like healing comfort, and it depends on who you are as a person. Everyone reacts differently to feeling not invaded, but not expecting something like that to happen. Unless you feel like it would be invasive, then I guess it could be.
He doesn't press all of his emotions right now, so he doesn't think too much of it.
Okay.
So, Nikki
Yeah.
knows my character. She knows my backstory,
Mhm.
like
I do,
everything
yeah.
about it.
I love it.
Do you think that could touch it at all? That part of my trauma?
I don't think so.
Okay. In that case,
Not in a,
meaningful way?
or it's not personal enough.
Okay. In that case, Pax will feel that I want to say almost like a warm hand go around the cold part in his heart. And instead of warming it up and making it room temperature like it's trying to, it's going to ignite a cold flame that he had once before, as memories of a wife and child come back into his brain. And at that point, Pax will walk through the kitchen out past where Godron is taking his smoke break and go outside for a second to be in the moon.
Older, can I have a large ale, please?
I'll coming right up. Oddities drink free. And she slides you the drink.
Kinda. Thanks. And go away.
Okay.
Mira will end her song. And some people cheer, right? Or
Yep.
some people don't pay her any mind. It's very, the people that it connected to, the people that liked it. And she just kind of beams. And then she looks at everybody to see how their reception of her song was. And if she finds somebody who the song seemed to help, she her eyes soften and she's happy.
Yeah, there's a good amount of people with that. You rolled really high, so very, very welcome, warm reception for that.
She'll just breathe in and out. Okay. And then she'll look to see where you guys are. And she'll see Rakos and Lux. And so then she'll skip her way over to you guys.
And when Lux notices that everybody else is clapping because she was apparently performing, even though he didn't see it, he's going to clap super, super loud and seem like he was paying attention the whole time because he doesn't want to dash her feelings or anything.
Thank you. Well,
So-
I think, I don't know. Maybe you would notice, Lux. Rakos might be out of it. She was she put on when she saw you, she smiled immediately and kind of sat up a little bit. She's like, thanks. That wasn't what she was feeling half a second ago. She's like, that one was pretty good. I've done better, but thank you.
It was very lovely music.
We're definitely going to have to employ you while we're on the road to keep morale high. Would be great.
Well, I mean, she'll look around. I don't always give people happy memories during that, but it can.
Well, you made me think about our task at hand with Asa. Because I wasn't even thinking about it until Rakos talked about him and Pax possibly being my brother's killer or involved.
Which, I'm so sorry. That sounds horrible.
It's okay. It did happen a long time ago, but
It doesn't matter.
it doesn't change the fact that I want him dead, but I definitely want some time with him before he is dead. Because I want answers. And if he has them, I will carve them out of him.
Whew.
Who wants another drink?
I mean, maybe.
Lux is gonna. I don't think you're old.
Hey,
enough to
I'm
drink.
She's
basically an
fine.
adult already. Let me have one.
Oh, you're a European adult, okay? 16 and up. Okay, great. That's sorry.
We live in England, okay? I
Yeah.
can drink. I can drink.
Exactly. Once you hit international waters, you're good.
Actually, I haven't ever had a drink, but this seems like a good time. I can drink among people who are responsible. So,
How well do you want to sleep tonight?
I want to fall asleep so hard that my mind won't be working anymore.
If
I
Pax
can
was there,
respect
it'd be,
that.
how do you want to feel in the morning?
So, as the night goes on, Mira, you have your first drink.
Oh,
Which-
she like takes a sip. No,
Yeah.
like legit. She'll take one sip. Never mind. And she's like, no, nope, I'm fine. I
Well, for me.
refuse. That's disgusting.
I'll just reach over and take the drink and slide it towards me.
Brother,
Hold on, we'll laugh at that and slide you a hot
What about
chocolate.
that? What is that, brother?
That's not
You didn't
something
like
you
that,
let
you
cook.
should
Like,
try
that
this.
Was, ugh.
Lux slides her a honey mead.
Wait, what was it?
I slide you a honey mead.
Oh,
Lighter on the alcohol, you more just taste honey sweetness.
okay.
You wouldn't
like-
notice the alcohol.
So like, it's training alcohol.
Oh no, it's
That's a
strong.
good.
But
It's still
yeah.
strong. Okay.
Well, yeah, it's gonna be strong, but it's gonna be sweeter. But the thing is sweeter
Let me
drinks
see.
have higher alcohol. Like you'll
I'm gonna
go
do a
down.
con save. I'm gonna do a con save.
Perception
Nine.
check.
So I got a 9. I
Yeah.
think she'll drink like half of it, but it's still like
It's
got
15.
a weird flavor.
It's like 15%. So
I feel like her taste buds are picky, right? So if it doesn't taste good, she'll like catch that thing and just be like, that was okay, I guess. But maybe she'll be a little buzzed because she's never had even a shot before.
she drank half of a tankard. Nice.
As,
And then I think Reikos will keep drinking just until he feels a little numb.
Alright.
Not like fully
Where's
drunk,
Pax?
but just yeah.
Where's the other? I don't know your guys' names actually. Where's the scary guy? Where's like really cool regal lady? I don't know where they are right now.
He's upstairs and he stepped out through the kitchen.
Also, I need names because I kind of know your names, but introductions are like so much better.
My name is Reikos.
Oh, that's right. You
Ironhoff.
told me when I first met you. Okay, great.
Right.
My
This
name is
one?
Lux, but friends call me Badger.
Okay, so tell me when I'm a friend. Lux. What are the
Call
other
me
people?
Badger.
Badger. Okay.
The angry one is Pax.
Somewhere out in the distance, there's a middle finger going to Reikos.
I give him a hard time, and sometimes he is tough, but he does have a soft heart.
I've seen it. I know what you mean.
And then Ghost. She's terrifying.
No, well, I mean, she kind of reminds me of like a mom, right? She's like really beautiful, and she's like.
And
helpful,
mothers
she
can
gets
be
worried,
terrifying.
mysterious, and she's scary.
You
She's
never
like a
piss
mom.
off your mother. Correct.
Well, I've never had one, but I imagine that's what a mom would be like. So.
My father was a soldier for many decades. And I'm still more scared of my mother than him.
As you should be.
And she's
like-
one of the most kind souls I've met.
She looks kind of like you kind of like broke something inside her for half a second, and like, but maybe you're too drunk to notice, or if you've been drinking. But she like looks like broken for like half a second. Then she like comes back and she's like, "Oh, okay."
Let's see. Would I notice with the passive insight of 13?
not while you're buzzed, no.
Okay.
While you're buzzed, it goes down to 4.
Okay.
But-
So there's Rickos, and not Lux, but Badger, and Pax, and I'm not going to say the joke that comes with that. And then there is Ghost. Ghost the mother. Okay. Got it.
So, as the night goes on, you each deal with these emotions in your own way, till eventually you find your way up to the suite with the cozy fur, the beds, and the crackling fireplace. And that is where we are going to take our break. So we will be back in about 15 minutes. So for player reference, come back at about 7:15. We'll just pick up right there.
Okay. Let's do it.
Parmesan.
And we are back.
No, this is Monster. Not
So-
Parmesan.
To all of our listeners, if you don't have popcorn, you should get some.
So as as you wake in the morning, the streets are once again abuzz with abuzz with all the market stalls that have been put up as the festival continues. Not as busy as it was the day before, but still fairly packed. What do you do?
Seeing as how much I drink, unless you guys woke him up, he would definitely sleep in a little bit this
Oh
morning.
wait, it's the morning. I need to do something at night.
Oh, what do you need to do?
2 things. I don't know if one of them will happen though. I'm sorry. I was eating and I'm like, this is great. This is so good. I got distracted. Okay, first one is just something you guys might notice if you're awake. I assume I'm gonna sleep with Ghost in the same room.
It's all like one
You
big
all
room
sleep in
with
the
just
same room?
with just curtains, yeah.
Yeah, we're all in the
Oh,
same
then
place.
all of you. Oh my
She
gosh.
would
Okay.
she would totally share her bed though.
Pax would offer his bed as he sleeps in front of the door anyway.
Oh.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, so Mira will set up her bed. She'll take out like 2 journals. One of them's like a forest green cover, and the other one's like a black cover. She'll like wait for most of you to be asleep, or it looks like they're asleep. I don't know if when Pax would come in, but and she'll do something like kind of like she'll turn her back to all of you, but you'll like see it if you're aware, I guess. And she'll start like playing music for herself. And it's all like it's incredibly sad, you guys. Like there's like it's really, really sad. And then the very, very end, there's like a little hint of like joy, like happy. But that's it.
Emo elf bard. Nice.
Would I
Yeah.
still be awake?
Ghost is actually gonna be like on the balcony for a while. So she wouldn't like really hear it because the doors. But if you did look out there, you
Well-
can see like all the snow around her is like melted.
Oh. I do think like she would wait literally till everyone was almost like falling asleep or asleep. So it's only if you think you wouldn't. Like she would wait till 1 a.m. to do this, guys. Like this is something that's so personal to her. She'll
Lux would
wait.
have been asleep before everyone else. He's-
But like
he's
if you are
preparing.
awake, then that's fine. She'll still do
Pax
it.
probably would have come in at that time. Like he's
Oh,
been
really?
out since he's been out since you played.
We'll say like she's doing it while you come in. So that way like she thought like, oh I guess Pax isn't here.
Hmm. All of us have our own issues. We're working out mentally. Whoa.
And then how does your thing work, Pax? Are you like awake but not awake?
I am aware of everything that's going on around me.
Oh my gosh.
I'm basically like
Okay.
a computer. I'm like a computer put into sleep mode. Like
Oh, that's good. That's a good way. Then maybe? I don't know.
yeah.
You can decide if you would notice, but
He
Well,
is
if
fully
it's-
aware of his surroundings. Yeah.
I'm fully aware of my surroundings, so it's like
okay. So when she thinks you've settled in and she's like maybe she like has been trying to sleep for a little bit. She'll like sit up. I'll do this now. This is fine. She will go to her stuff pull out like a potion and like sneak over to Pax's stuff, and she'll put it inside of his things. And she'll be like, I always give this back. So you have your potion back.
As you do that, you're putting it in, I'll reach out my hand and grab yours. Just as you're like trying to slip it into the bag.
Oh my gosh, she's gonna scream so loud, you guys.
I'm gonna snatch her mouth real quick so she doesn't scream and wake everyone else up.
She thinks she's dying.
I definitely slept through that.
Oh yeah, me too.
Oh no, I smacked my hand over her mouth so she couldn't scream as loud. I was like, keep it for now.
I don't want it.
You might not want it, but you might need it later. But thanks for the thought anyway, Theo. I mean, Mira.
Okay.
Awkward.
Also, shit. Never mind. I can't. Good night. And she'll just like go to her bed.
I'll stand up and walk over and sit down, like almost breaking the bed of like a dad on the corner of a bed. Be like, is there something you needed to talk about?
Not really. I just wanted to thank you earlier when Reikos was like, hey, we're gonna be dangerous. And she does it in his voice. It's gonna be really, and it's mocking too, like the way she says it. It's gonna be really dangerous. And like, you're not.
and it's not like Mira's voice trying to impersonate ours. It is a exact one-to-one copy.
Mimicry.
It's
of
like
Reikos.
Reikos if he was like, he's mocking. Like, it's gonna be like dangerous. Like, we're pretty sure you can't do it very well, and you should just stay here, right? That's how he was. And you were like, nah, she's got this. And I appreciate that.
As you're kind of rambling on as Reikos, I'll start like, you're laying down in bed and I'm like caressing your head like,
oh my gosh,
like a father, right? Be like, you come from good stock, but you are your own person, and I can tell that you can do hard things. You have a gift, that music of yours as well. I'm sure you'll do great things in this life. And as he's sitting there, like I assume it's like dark, everybody else is asleep. Softly, Pax starts singing in Elvish. Just a little lullaby talking about the moon carrying you gently across the night sky. Until you fall asleep, and then he'll walk back over and sit down on the bed. Asleep, quote unquote. And sit back down on the floor next to the door, and then...
Yeah, she would have been speechless for sure. She wouldn't have said anything. She would have if when you were like acting like a parent, right? And, like, I don't know, stroking her hair, singing, she would like be like super stiff. Like it's like really like she's not used to like that sort of like a touch from somebody.
If Mira could tell, Pax wasn't acting.
I think she would have looked away from you. Like that's like she would have turned her back. So like we couldn't read each other's faces or anything. But yeah. And she'll sleep.
Well, as soon as that one song is done, Pax is up back to the door and then powers down.
Okay. You would hear like every hour for like until like I don't know, till you're almost ready to wake up. She will like continuously wake up like throughout the night, and she'll scratch something inside of her black book.
It's the Death Note.
Pax. But yeah.
Ghost. You're probably the last one to return to your bed, return to sleep.
Sure.
And as you are out on the balcony looking over the quiet streets, make a perception check for me, Ghost.
She's gonna die.
I'm not gonna die.
It's
It's
that or
okay.
it's
It's gonna roll high.
Okay, perception. There it is. 4.
What is going through your mind right now? What is Ghost doing?
Is it snowing right now?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Every single snowflake that is coming down is sizzling into vapor before it even touches her coat. There is anger, turmoil. There is also some hesitance. He is very ready for what's going to happen. But at the same time, she doesn't know if she can come back from it. And so she looks at the night sky, the snow falling down, and lets the rage envelop her. Takes a deep breath and lets it calm for the night. And mentally tells Daramos, I wish I was there with you right now.
As that attempt at a message leaves your mind, does a 19 hit?
I knew it!
It does.
Okay. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Oh boy. $22.
You feel this tiny prick of pain right at the base of your neck. As a small needle, no bigger than a sewing needle, pierces part of your neck. You take 1 point of piercing damage, and you feel something course through your veins. You feel your consciousness begin to fade. You stumble, grab onto the railing, and embers start to come off of your prosthetic arms as you fight the urge to collapse. You You have the feeling that should this have overwhelmed you, you would have toppled right over the edge of the balcony.
Would I be able to hear her scrambling?
I know, I'm probably not asleep either. Did it make any noise?
It's pretty thick glass, so I don't know, but make a perception check, both of you.
Okay.
Okay, let's see if I can get past 8 this time.
You can do it.
15!
Oh.
I got a 14.
You would hear a bit of the struggle.
Not me, just Pax.
Both of you. The
She's like,
Snaps
sit up.
awake. Rushes out to the balcony.
I'll follow Pax.
What do you see?
I'll fall back asleep.
It's fine.
I've not been waking up yet. I'm asleep.
I'm keeping an arm out so that Mira doesn't come fully out of the room.
Oh yeah, she probably would have run into it.
What you see is Ghost on her knees, ripping the burning banister underneath her limb. You can see all the embers and the cracks in her skin are glowing brightly as she's shaking and trying to take the needle from her neck. And her breathing is very labored, just
Pax,
she
Pax, Pax.
struggles.
She's like, do something, please.
Shh.
No, she for sure. She doesn't care.
And
Oh yeah, no, Pax will be like forced like quiet, and then
Pax.
with Ghost, I'm going to pull you back inside, close the door and lock it, and then I'll lay on hands for 1 point of damage, and then whatever poison that you're suffering from.
It's lucky that your hands are stone because she's burning hot.
You sense the poison in her veins being burned away already. So after about 20 seconds, the effects fade from you, Ghost.
I'm just sitting with my back to the wall holding Ghost. Like,
Yeah, she's got that needle out. She's looking at it.
Do you need like a bucket of water or something? You're like burning. Like you're like on fire, I feel like.
Normal for me. This tracker is better than we thought.
Pax.
Maybe.
Right where your head is, on the outside of the building, you feel the vibration of a thunk in the wall right where your head is sitting.
I'll crack open the door just to see what it was.
You see a crossbow bolt with something tied to it.
I'll reach out just my arm and grab it. What's tied to it?
A small note. Says 20 miles northeast of the Eastern Gate. Sunset. If not, They might have to rename this inn.
Pax will give the note to Ghost and then say burn it.
Oh, it burned the second it touched her hand.
There we go. Perfect. That's what I wanted to happen.
You're still not waking us up? Are we still just asleep?
I'm
want
about to wake
I
you
don't know
guys
if I'm
up.
allowed
Yeah.
to. Mira's
Yeah,
like,
I was just about to leave Ghost to wake you guys up. Mira, get Lux and Rakos up.
okay. And she'll go over, and, like, tap you guys with 2 hands, starting with Lux. She'll be like, Pax, something just happened. Something just happened, you guys.
What is it?
She'll just, like, look back at Pax.
Rakos, he attacked Ghost, the Aces guy.
How? When? What?
Just now.
Are
Ghost
you
was on
alright?
the-
As soon as you say his name, Lux is up on all fours.
I'm fine.
Wait, on the balcony?
Yes.
And Lux runs to the door.
I am sitting against it, so you'd have to get me out of the way to open it.
How do you know it was him?
He just shot a crossbow bolt and it said 20 miles outside the east gate at sunset. Otherwise, they'd have to rename the inn.
The crossbow bolt? Said that?
There was a
No.
letter on the crossbow bolt.
Where's the note?
They burned it.
Why would
Why?
you burn it?
Why?
I didn't
Why?
want there to be some sort of poison or anything on it.
She was really sick for, like, half a second.
In the future, please let us know before you do that. Anything like that. I know the scent of my brother's killer.
There's still the crossbow bolt.
There is.
There
Can I
is.
make-
I'll hand you the crossbow bolt.
Keen senses. Can I make a check for something? What would that be? Or not perception.
Investigation or perception?
Investigation. 18.
18.
Do I recognize the scent?
This scent is unfamiliar to you.
Lux, if it is him and he's a master trapper, he's good at concealing his scent.
You're right.
Where did the crossbow, how was it angled?
Was it like directly behind my head from the next
Yes,
rooftop?
if the
rooftop
wall
over?
wasn't there, it would have been a headshot.
I want to be close up and kind of looking through the glass and see if I can see anything. Just kind of peeking.
Make a perception check.
Dang it.
Oh,
9.
It's hard to tell with the snow.
If
and
anyone
the-
else good at seeing stuff, I can help them this time.
I might need it.
Only if the GM lets you look again.
You'd have
Because
to.
I can.
You'd have to explore.
I can use.
himself
I
a
can.
little
I
more.
can use. Well, I can use enhance ability to let him
Wait.
have a advantage on that.
So
check.
you're sitting against it's a glass door?
Yeah, the
No,
balcony
it-
door is a glass door.
I was sitting against the stone wall, like next to the door.
Right.
Well, Lux is gonna climb up Pax to look from there through the glass.
Like, would you allow me to roll that with advantage or no? Because I already rolled.
If she uses a spell slot, then yeah.
Okay, so I'm okay to roll again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stay close to me with Rakos.
I
Oh shoot! Oh my gosh!
rolled a 2.
Oh my gosh!
My 4 chased you a 2.
Oh, okay.
Dang it. It's too dark.
I'm too
Lux.
pissed.
Yeah, Rikus
I rolled
is
a
the one
3 with
that
a plus
doesn't
2.
see.
I know.
Well, and I imagine
knew I
there's
shouldn't
lights
have
in
been
the
drinking
town.
anything.
That's true.
Does anything come after them as they poke their head up?
Nope.
Okay, good.
I would just be like, he's probably looking, and I'm just gonna go like this, put my hand up.
Middle finger. There's one middle finger from,
Yeah.
from Pax out the window too.
Rikos, that's not really nice, but I guess he deserves it.
With that, I'll throw up another one.
Lux goes and gets back in bed.
Okay, there's like a lot of stuff happening right now.
I doubt he'll try anything until tomorrow at sunset, so we should get some rest.
20 miles is a long way.
So what time are we leaving? It's like late already.
You said sunset, right? That was
We'll have to leave first thing in the morning.
Oh boy. I'm sorry in advance.
Laying a trap, he's leaving right now to lay the trap there.
Welcome to the life of an adventurer, Mira. Only at work all the time. Come. Let's go to bed. She'll like get up and put the needle in her bag.
And are you sure you're all right?
Yes. My boil runs. My blood runs hot. Definitely not how I figured my night would end.
Mira's gonna try and play like a fall asleep song. Like white noise that will just kind of be something for everyone to focus on.
Pax gets up and puts his sheathed sword through the door, like the front door, to try to give it something that's not him in the way, and then he'll go sit against the back door, out of the way of the glass, but enough where he's going to like block anything that tries to come.
Like his legs are there, but his back is up against the fireplace.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Okay. So, you get the rest, and you awaken the next morning. You can take a long rest if you need.
Yeah.
I don't wake up.
Don't need it, but I want it.
You
I'm
wake
still
up the
sick,
next
guys.
morning with the hustle and bustle of the next day of the Tradesman's Convergence outside.
First light, Lux is up.
Pax is up too.
Then I was gonna sleep in, but not after that.
I head down.
Your hangover's
I head
gone.
downstairs to grab.
Ghost
the
is sleeping in.
I will be with Lux.
Going downstairs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grabbing.
I'm
food
just
real
making
quick.
sure that nobody's
Yep.
alone by themselves. Is
Mira,
Hulda
stay
here?
with Ghost. I'm gonna
I'm
go
not
down
awake.
as well.
I'm
All
not
right,
awake.
I will stay upstairs then.
Thanks, Rikos. Is Hulda here? Can I see Hulda?
Yeah, she seems to be tending the bar like normal. A lot of people are out in the market, so it's pretty dead up front.
Uh-oh, Nikki just died.
Hello. Oh no, and Jordan's
been
face is
split
split
in
in half. Oh no!
For once!
Lux,
Whoa!
your final words as you
Guillotine
were
dropped.
bisected.
Wow! It's not me! I'm still here!
There she is. She's back.
Sorry. I have a button on my keyboard that turns my computer off.
Oh.
Oh,
Wow, how
nice.
interesting.
What?
Ah.
That's very nice
Surprise.
of you to find
I know. I was like, what just happened? I'm just
Jordan
like,
got like split perfectly in half.
I'm
So-
sorry.
that. I'll go up to Holda then and just kind of quietly say, watch your back. We got message that someone's coming after you.
And you see her, she looks at you. And then just below the counter, you just hear this. Noted.
Pax will smile real big at that and be like, you're awesome. I love you. I hope we never leave this inn.
Just make it our permanent home.
After grabbing a quick bite, Lux is gonna get over to Pax and say, Are you done with food? Are you ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Let's go wake up the lady folk and let's go.
That's a good idea. I think we should also check the cart before we hop in it.
The directions he gave you would be actually through the deep snow, not on the snow bridge.
Oh, okay. So we'd have to go by ourselves.
Yeah, the cart wouldn't be able to.
I thought it was on the east gate.
The east
They're
gate,
not-
but
Northeast.
northeast of the east gate.
Oh, okay. How many
miles
days of
away.
travel would that be?
You'd get there by the end of the day.
Okay. We'll go wake up the sleepers.
You can have Ghost. Wake up Mira.
Oh, I'm already up in there.
How do you wake Ghost up?
Very gently, with my face away from your fists.
Burning hands.
Wow. That-
But I will do it in a way that's very, like, caring, tender, and gentle. Like,
I love Pax so much.
I bring food to Mira.
I know, right?
Bacon,
While he was
sausage,
singing,
whatever they've
me
got.
internally, I was like, if Ghost didn't have Deramos,
Mira ships you two guys so hard. I don't think you understand.
I do understand.
No, maybe you do now. Sorry.
I do. Even with that gentleness, it's almost like the gentleness is what triggers this. But she'll like shoot up and grab his arm for a second. Her hand very hot. Great for your stone hand. You don't feel anything. Well, maybe you do. I don't know. Do you have your senses on? But after she realizes it's you, she'll like let go.
yeah, as soon as you grab my arm, like waking you up, I grab your arm and clamp down on it hard, and then kind of loosen as we both come to that, like, okay, we're both okay.
Yeah. And she'll like rummage through her stuff to start getting ready. She'll pick a new dress for Mira to wear, one that's more travel friendly, and lend her some of her furs that she's fashioned into a spare coat.
I'm gonna be this person. Mira is so hard to wake up, you guys. For those of you that have seen Free Rent, she's Free Rent right now, okay? If you haven't,
I
she
have
like
not.
she won't wake up like
Does she
before
sleep?
a certain time.
Does she sleep on her back or on her belly?
Probably her side, like with her back to everybody.
Okay.
So you can like the thing is like she'll like be awake, but you'll like be maneuvering her, right? Like
Yeah.
you'll
So
set her
Ghost
up and she's
will help
like,
her get ready, basically.
she's just kind of like cozy and like no, and like she'll be like at the verge of falling back asleep at like any second.
Pax will whip up
But
a
if you
cup
keep
of-
moving her, she'll kind of.
Yeah. Yeah,
Pax
Ghost
whips
will
up
probably.
some coffee with milk and honey, Gives it to her to sip on.
She just holds it the whole time.
Doesn't even.
Doesn't even.
Drink,
Ghost will
drink,
just like get
it's
her
okay,
ready
it's
and
good.
then just like be like,
You like hold it up to
"Here,"
her
and
mouth,
she'll-
and she
yeah,
like
she'll-
opens it, and then just drops the cup, like back down to like an easier position. But she would eventually. I think it's just. Yep, you have to like work with her for like a decent amount of time for her to like.
So we
wake
get you
up
out
enough.
of the place into the cart.
Yeah, you guys
the-
just
or not-
maybe Ghost like
into the
dresses
street.
her in her travel
Yeah,
pack and
yeah,
clothing, and
she
then
gets her ready, then takes
you
her
trudge
out.
her
It's like
like
a mom
carefully
and a
over to the
dad
cart.
fretting after their kid.
Oh my gosh!
Then she gets in the
Get
cart
her.
and she falls asleep like immediately.
Oh, we're not going in the cart, sweetie. We're going elsewhere.
Oh.
We need to
Okay.
get snowshoes for those that
Well,
don't have snowshoes.
Well, I was gonna say, while you guys were down there, I definitely wanted to be watching outside the window to see if I saw anything suspicious.
Make a perception check.
24.
It's not dark anymore.
You
Yeah.
you cannot identify any real threats anywhere around you.
That is not comforting in the least.
Just an old
You
man
don't
hanging
find
out.
any traps.
You don't feel like you see anything suspicious.
Well, Lux has his stuff together and he starts walking.
Wait, before we head out, I think Pax is right. I need some better snowshoes, and as does he.
Mira
And
needs them.
Mira, I assume you need some as well.
I can use the pots and pans just fine.
No, we might as well get some snowshoes. They aren't going to be that expensive.
Are you sure?
Snowshoes.
Oh, yes.
Snowshoes for everybody are going to cost you, just for the sake of expediency, not too far to go and grab them. They're going to be a gold for shoes for everybody.
Okay, so 4 gold?
No, 1 gold for
A gold
everybody's.
for-
Oh, 1 gold
Everybody.
for everybody. Okay.
Yeah.
I already have boots.
Yay.
Reikos,
We took 'em off
upon you
that
saying
guy.
that, Lux says, "I'll meet you guys at the gate," and he bounds off.
Pax is going with him. I flip you a gold piece.
What's your size?
About
24
got
wide.
Fucking heavy. Got it.
So,
No, you guys didn't hear my joke, did you?
no, you
no,
cut
no,
out just a
guess
little
not.
bit.
Oh, sorry. I said about a foot.
Yes.
So, yeah, doesn't take you too long to get it. Only a few minutes to go and grab it. So, Pax and Badger, you are not waiting long, like, at all. Less than 5 minutes for them to catch up to you.
Oh my gosh, I could imagine.
Given where we are, everyone has those.
Yeah.
I could imagine like Reikos or Ghost just having Mira on their backs, just giving her a piggyback ride.
Yeah, you probably would have to carry her
As
the first
soon
Yeah,
time.
as
I
they're within
probably
sight-
have her.
As soon as
Yeah, she's
they're
just,
within
like,
sight,
blobbed all over
Lux
you.
takes off. He's not running, but he's going at a very quick, brisk walk speed.
Pax is right with him.
Ah.
Okay.
Hey.
All right,
Lux,
wait,
we need to
wait.
slow down
Wait,
just a second.
Put your
We need to
boots
slow
on.
down.
Pause for
just a
just
little.
a second.
Lux
Wait.
does not listen. He keeps going.
Lux, you're going to get yourself killed. We're dealing with a trapper. Slow down. Let me take the lead so I can spot some traps.
Sorry, can't hear you. Too far ahead of you. he just keeps going. I
He's
know
going to get himself.
I will stop you.
you will try and stop me.
Grab him by the scruff.
Okay, are we playing this, PAX?
If you're continuing to go, while
Why
everyone
are you
else-
so stubborn, Lux? In the times that you don't even need to be stubborn.
You're nowhere close to us to have a conversation right now.
Yes,
I would've
yes,
stopped
I am.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What?
we're
I
Yeah,
would-
yeah,
we're
you're-
all
yeah,
together.
you're all
even if
together.
I had to grapple you.
Okay. So you tried to grapple me,
Sure.
PAX?
I'll grab
Okay.
you by the scruff.
Because like I said, so once they were within sight is when Lux took off. So not like when they were next to us is when Lux took off.
What is
So
it?
it's
A strength saving throw for him and athletics?
No,
for me?
just contested athletics, or he can do
Okay.
acrobatics.
Y'all are both so strong. This is the worst.
fine. Okay.
Ugh.
I'm gonna do acrobatics where I have advantage.
Only when you're blade singing.
Oh, good point. Either
Ghost,
way.
if it comes down to it, stick next to me.
We
you,
both
you
rolled
don't even
crappy,
need to roll.
but-
You don't need to roll.
Okay, I got an 8.
Oh yeah, you beat a 5.
Ooh, okay, good.
There's a very you
Even
guys.
with advantage, I rolled a
Yeah,
6.
you guys see Badger starting to go off, and the most
I'm just-
clumsy little stop.
So
You both kind of
basically,
tumble in the snow a little bit.
no. All he does is grab onto my the back of my
Right.
jacket, but I'm still walking in place.
Yeah, he
Like,
lifts him
I'm
up, and
zoned
he's just
out.
walking.
I'm zoned out. I don't hear
Angry
anything
stomping.
Raycos is saying. It's like a dog on a treadmill. I'm gonna
bop
compare
you on the
myself to a
snoot,
dog.
I'm gonna
Bop
bop
me
you
on
on
the
the
snoot.
Just not even like not enough to deal damage, just to get enough to get your attention.
And Lux yips and snaps at you with his teeth.
Ooh.
That's fine. Lux,
Chewing on a rock.
we need a second.
Fine.
Hey. We can have our fun with him. We just need a plan first.
We are walking directly into a trap.
I know. And I'm
So
an
let
animal.
me spot it.
Or we let him think he succeeded at the trap. I'll be the bait.
That's a dumbass idea. If I can
You know,
see
Lux-
it, why walk into it?
I've heard some pretty stupid ideas in my time. That's up there. That's up there.
We know it's a trap, so therefore let's go willingly set off the trap when we don't know what that trap is.
Especially you going alone. No.
Not alone. You can keep up. Are we done? Are you ready? Can we go?
Braco's
Lux.
plan.
Let me just walk in front by a little bit. If something does happen, I can take a hit much better than any of you.
Less talk, more walk. Go ahead, lead. You guys have never seen Lux snappy like this before.
Am I still on your back, Ricos?
Yeah.
Okay. I wanna know where I am.
I didn't hear that part. You're on her.
I'm like asleep.
It's
is
more
like-
like
I've
at
been
some
dealing
point
with you.
it transferred to like a fireman carry.
Yeah.
Ghost is like
That's fine.
putting on her boots.
I'm tired him up.
Just let me take the lead and just spot it out as we go.
And Lux, if
But-
he spots it, we can come up with a better plan. Maybe we go with your plan of quote unquote falling in the trap. But we need to see it first before we can do anything.
But like you said, you can recognize scents, right? You smelled him, I assume, with the crossbow.
That was not my brother's killer.
No,
Or
that is
unless-
not the point I'm making. What I mean is, as we get closer, if you recognize the scent, please let me know. That way we'll know we're close. You check for the scent, I'll check for the traps.
Lead on.
Fax, get your
And on
boots
we go.
I'll strap my boots on. How heavy duty are these boots?
They're very heavy duty.
They'll last one trip for Pax, and that's it.
Not both directions, though.
He's a heavy
Yeah, just on
stepper.
the way there.
Raycos had to spend
Solid.
extra to get the mammoth hide ones for you.
The mammoth hide. Oh my gosh. They were built different.
Boot
Mammoth
tough.
tough.
You open up the hide and there's just a giant pan underneath.
They just make it look a little prettier.
Yeah.
I
Hands, who knew?
Who knew, right?
So, as you trudge on in this tense in this very tense walk. Eventually, you come across an area where the snow dips down quite a bit, so the trees can peek out decently far. You see one small boulder, solitary. On top of this boulder, you see just a lone chair. On and surrounding this chair, you see empty bottles.
Do I see any tracks leading to or from?
Make a perception check. Or survival.
Smell anything?
Survival.
Kind of
And
bottles
I
are
wanna
they?
see if I can smell anything.
You make a perception check.
Are they bottles of nitroglycerin or something?
I got a 17.
17.
I only
The-
got a 9.
The tracks, you do not pinpoint a scent. Not that you can't smell it, it's almost this whole area has this scent. Reikos, you see the tracks coming from where you came from, leading right up to the chair, but nothing away from it.
And is there like trees in the... Is there like a lot of trees around us? Is it pretty empty snowfields, or is it...
There's a solid few trees around, yes.
I guess, can I see any inkling of... Because he has a crossbow. So any inkling of like a hidden sniper's nest or something in the trees?
Make a perception check.
I will also do a detect evil and good. Or divine sense, I guess it would be.
Only a 13.
And your divine sense does not trigger anything other than Ivor.
You
Just
you
making
said that I
sure.
could smell something. I couldn't pinpoint where it was.
It's because the whole area, it's like he's here somewhere, but the whole area is coated in his
Smells
scent.
like it.
There's not like a pinpoint thing.
I just want to know what kind of
And
bottles
is it the
they
scent
are.
from the bolt or is it the scent from my claws?
The scent from the bolt.
Okay.
You investigate the bottles, Ghost?
Yes, I want to know what the bottles are. I'm not getting too close,
Are
mind
we
you.
walking up close, or are we still staying a little ways away?
And you said wait, the sun has set or it hasn't set yet?
The sun is
Now,
setting.
I'm awake for sure.
Yeah,
Oh,
you'd
yeah.
be awake by
Yeah.
now.
At some point, you're awake and you're walking.
And I'm
Yeah.
gonna try and stealth behind trees.
Okay.
I think we might just have to set off the
my
trap.
Goodness. 10.
So,
I
8.
got a 17 to see what the bottles are. What kind of bottles?
17. They are beer bottles.
Oh boy.
And echoing throughout the whole place, it's hard to pinpoint. This is
Don't
coming
tell me
from
he's
with
actually
the senses,
Makarov.
with the senses. Well, hello there, lads. Was wondering if you'd show. Tough as nails, that fiery chick. Took me weeks to brew that poison, but you just shook it off like it was nothing.
And we can't see him.
You cannot see him, but it's echoing throughout all the trees.
Can I hide?
You can certainly try.
Ghost is definitely like tucking her behind her protectively.
Ugh. Well, I got a 16.
so have you always been a coward attacking women in the night, or is that a recent development?
I get the job done. I do what I'm paid to do. Coward or no, I make good
Apparently
money.
you didn't get the job done, buddy.
It got you here, didn't I?
Yeah, job still has yet to be completed. Both ways, actually.
While the conversation is going on, I'm going to cast Spider Climb on myself.
Okay.
Cool.
I'd love for you
Oh.
to try and find me, but I don't think you'll make it that far.
Can I try and pinpoint where he is?
I'm going to cast Bless on me, Rakos, and Mira.
Bless.
How close did you get to the chair? Would you
I
say?
don't know how close. I feel
I
like,
did not get close.
Yeah, I'm sticking with the
Close
group.
enough to be able to see what kind of bottle it is.
So I would say
Yeah,
probably
I
about
guess that's-
20
yeah.
feet.
I was
Uh-huh.
thinking
For,
that.
20,
for
30
me, yeah.
feet.
20.
Yeah.
For me.
I think as you start getting closer, I'll be like, God, don't get too close.
Don't worry. And then you hear this all around this clearing. Just muffled mechanical
Can't hear you.
noises.
Okay.
Okay.
Now you should worry. Because the fun's just getting started.
Hee-hee.
I'm waiting for
They're
the.
like, go back away from there.
Yeah, she's definitely backing away closer to them.
Right.
Lux is going to walk up the closest tree.
Okay.
And I'll look around. Do I?
Lux. Hold on. Lux.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw. Oh yeah, I gotta click up on the actual. 10.
10. As you start spider climb your way up this tree, a snare wraps around your ankles and drags you up another 5 feet, but you were already kind of high up it, but you dangle upside down. And as that happens, well, it'd be no fun. Be no fun to just sit and wait till we all died of old age. So how about a bit of motivation? As you hear in between all of you a into the snow.
Oh.
As an explosion sends snow and debris flying everywhere. And that is where we are going to end it.
Oh,
Ah!
God.
Suck! You
No.
suck!
No.
Uh-oh.
I have another hour. We can go.
Yeah!
Yeah, me too.
Oh man.
Oh
Ah,
my gosh. That got so intense.
ah. I got my heart's racing. I got a pit in my stomach. I'm scared, guys.
For just for player reference, when we start the combat, that first explosion wouldn't have done any damage, but I'm gonna force you all to just woo spread out to avoid it.
Can we say I'm like between Ghost and Pax, so I just get sandwiched?
Yeah, Ghost would definitely try to.
We will
shield
see.
her with
I
her
will roll
body.
this. I will roll to see where you all ended up.
I'm gonna Captain
Oh,
America
okay.
on top of the bomb.
Yeah, just over Vera. No.
Lay myself on top of it.
All right. But thank you to everybody who tuned in. Always love doing these episodes. Thank you to Tabletop Audio for allowing us this amazing ambiance and background music. as always. And be sure to check out our Patreon. And we have our next Paragon episode coming this Sunday. And then next Wednesday, we will be back with this story once again. But before we head out, let me go like this. Doo-doo-doo. Badger, can you thank our lovely patron, please?
Never stop. You'll never stop watching us. You know why? Because we're gonna kill him. We're gonna kill him. We're gonna get him. You can't stop us.
Unhinged.
Alrighty then. Thank you, D4 fan.
No,
That wasn't a threat
that
towards
was
you.
a threat.
Whoever you are out there, D4 fan, we'll find you.
We will find you.
I have a very
He has a
specific
particular
skills.
set of skills.
Yeah.
Before fan, would you like to watch?
Well, alrighty then.
Oh.
Yeah, thank you to everybody who tuned in, and we will see you all next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.